Hello everyone, welcome to the 2022 National Storage IRONMAN 70.3 Port Macquarie Athlete Briefing. To get started, the Ironman Australia event respectfully acknowledges that this event is held on traditional lands of the Burpai people and pays respect to elders both past, present and emerging. I'll introduce you to our team for this event. So got myself, Kieran Burgess, as the race director, John McGregor Skinner is your race referee, Grant Holman will be your technical delegate, and Margaret George is the chief race official. So today we're going to cover off the event schedule, the athlete items you receive in your race packs. We'll have a look at the courses and take you through the post-race schedule. This briefing is going to give you a high-level overview of what you need to know, but we do recommend that you read the athlete information guide on the website. We do update this guide pretty regularly, so as you get closer to race day, this will be your source of truth for information pertaining to your race. So for the event schedule, on Thursday, we have the Event Information Expo and Merch Store open in Town Square, followed by the Athlete Check-In opening at 10 o'clock for allocated athlete check-in. On Friday morning at 6:30, there's a practice swim at Westport Boat Park ramp. 10 o'clock, we open check-in for allocated athletes. 11:30, we have a first-timers Q&A. And then 1:30, we have the Ironman Australia Hall of Fame induction ceremony, which you're welcome to attend at the finish line. Saturday, we have 6:30, we have a practice swim at Westport Park boat ramp again. 10 o'clock check-in opens. 10 o'clock, we also have bike racking beginning at Westport Park. And from 12 o'clock, you'll have transition tours. So from Sunday the 1st of May at 4:45 in the morning, your transition will open for your race day morning checks. It'll then close at 6 a.m. with a 6:20 a.m. age group rolling race start. At 9 o'clock, Information Expo and merchandise will open in Town Square. From 12:30, you'll be able to pick up your bikes from transition until 5:30 p.m. At 4:30, we'll have the awards in the Glass House, and from 5 o'clock, the 70.3 World Championship roll down ceremony will take place in the Glass House immediately after. Your race day kit, don't pay too much attention to the colours in this. This is just an indicative idea of what you'll receive. So you get a wristband, a tattoo number, a race bib number, a bike seat post number, 2 helmet stickers. You'll also get a bag sticker, a bike pump sticker, a swimming cap, and a street gear bag. So the bag sticker just goes onto your street gear bag. Transition bike check-in is at Westport Park. It'll be pre-booked from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. on the Saturday. When you arrive, make sure you have your bike with its sticker on it. You need your wristband on you, and that's all you need for Saturday. Timing chips. So as you leave transition, you'll be given a timing chip for race day. Make sure it's securely fastened and wear it on your left ankle during the race. They must be turned back in after finishing. If you don't have a timing chip, obviously we can't validate that you've completed the course, so I won't be able to give you a race time. So look after them. Advise any of our staff if you've lost your timing chip at any point, and we can give you a replacement. If you are withdrawing mid-race, please hand back to event staff member or the information tent, and we'll be able to look after it for you and just make sure we consolidate that you've left the course. Bike techs and mechanics. So at transition, we'll have some bike mechanics to help you with any last-minute checks on Saturday, and then across the course, there'll be bike mechanics and techs to help you as you're on your race day if you get stuck out there. So race morning, you want to bring your street gear bag, your helmet, you still have your wristband on from the day before, have your tattoo on your arm, make sure you bring your bike pump with its sticker and your timing chip. So water temperature, this 22.7 is the average water temp for Port Macquarie, just to give you a bit of an idea what the time of year you're looking at. So most years it's a wetsuit legal race, but we'll make that decision on race morning and give you an indicative time the Saturday prior. For our relay teams, so all relay teams members must be present at athlete check-in. The timing chip is your baton, so make sure you fasten it between handing it over. You'll hand the timing chip over at your assigned bike rack location, and all relay team members must wear their wristbands. So only the run leg member has to wear the bib, and then when you get to the finish, swim, bike and run members can run through the finish with their runner. Just make sure you're all wearing your relay team wristbands so we know that you're an official athlete. You can see on this map, just to the side of transition is a team's entry exit. So this is where you'll come if you've waiting for your swimmer or you're waiting for your runner, then you'll come here and meet them to get in and out. So we'll go over the courses. We're racing under the 2022 rules and regulations. It's the responsibility of the athletes to understand them as well as know and follow the course. For swim, it's a 1-lap course, 1.9 kilometres, rolling start from the boat ramp. We'll line up according to swim time with the fastest swimmers to go first, and there'll be a shower available as you leave transition. Swim safety. So if you're needing assistance at any time throughout the swim, just raise your arm and one of our swim safety staff will come over to assist you. If there is a swim cancellation or if we shorten the swim, we will provide you with that information as it becomes available to us. If you withdraw, please go to our information tent or hand your race chip to one of our staff. It's really important for us to know that you've left the water and we've accounted for you safely. So on your first transition, you'll leave the water, you'll come down this swim entry line, enter transition, you'll come to your bike, get changed, put your helmet on, grab your bike and head out to the bike entry exit where the mount line will be located. The bike course itself, so it's a 1-lap 90-kilometre bike course. We have aid stations every 20 kilometres. There's roaming bike mechanics and there's 2 penalty boxes, one at Lake Street and Castle Street in Laurelton and one at Stewart and Grant in Port Macquarie. These are your 5 aid stations out in bike course. They'll serve water, electrolyte food, electrolyte water in that order. The kilometres are there for each of them, so feel free to pause this and refer to it later, or they are listed in the AIG as well. So when you're out in the bike course, this is a non-drafting race. Riding in the passing lane on the right after completing a pass can result in a blocking penalty. You must keep 12 metres behind the athlete in front of you. You must pass on the right, and a started pass must be completed 25 seconds after you begin. Overtaken or past athletes, you need to drop back 12 metres once you've been overtaken. The different penalty cards that you'll see here. So for 70.3, a yellow card is a 30-second time penalty, a blue card is a 5-minute time penalty, and a red card is disqualified. You can receive these penalties for drafting, blocking, illegal passing, and littering. And as we mentioned, there's the 2 penalty boxes located in Laurelton and Port Macquarie. So transition 2. When you come back off the bike, you'll follow the blue line into transition. You'll dismount down here, rack your own bike, get changed, and then head straight up for the run exit up here, and the red line will take you a right-hand turn onto run course. So the run course is a 2-lap course. There'll be no lap bands this year, so once you've completed 2 laps, head into the finish line. There'll be 4 aid stations, each approximately 2 kilometres apart. And Red Bull will be served at aid station 2 only. So similarly to the bike aid stations, you can find the distances here or in your AIG. One to note is the aid station 1 actually has an extra hit just when you come back in to finish on your last lap. So there'll be water, electrolyte cola, food, electrolyte cola, water in that order on all of our aid stations, with Red Bull then being on aid station 2. Finish line town green. So as we said earlier, this will be your finish second lap point. So once you've done your 2 laps, you'll enter the finish line and finish through here. So once you enter the finish line and cross, a volunteer will meet you and briefly assess you to make sure that you're all right. You'll be presented with a finisher medal and towel. You'll take off your own timing chip, hand it to a volunteer or drop it in one of the buckets, and then head through to recovery where there'll be some food and drink. Your street gear bags will also be ready to be picked up for you. And if you're looking for massage, it will be based in what was the check-in tent earlier in the week. So you need to leave the recovery precinct and head out to massage. For finish, it's athletes only. You will be disqualified if any family members, including children, do come down the finish line with you. We want to make sure all our athletes get to enjoy their moment coming across the finish line. Relay teams, you'll be able to join your runner for the final 15 metres into the finish line. But as mentioned before, just make sure you're wearing your athlete wristband. So for cut-off times, just be aware that all cut-off times are based on your individual start time, so based off your chip time. So you have 1 hour and 10 minutes to finish your swim. You have 5 hours and 30 minutes to finish your swim and your bike, and 8 hours to finish your swim, bike, and run. Medical, if you come across any medical incidents out in course, we do have an event medical team at the venue and the course. The priority number one is to look after yourself, so make sure you're safe, the scene's safe before you start to help everyone else. Look after those around you once you know you're safe. And then once that's all happened, let event staff know if you need further medical assistance, and we'll make sure we get someone over there to assist. Volunteers, so we couldn't do this event without amazing volunteers. We have 2,000 volunteers from the local community who's supporting this race. They'll be wearing their bright red shirts, so you can't miss them. And make sure you remember to thank a volunteer as you go around the course, because we can't do it without them. Awards ceremony, as mentioned earlier, so Sunday 1st of May, we'll have it at the Glass House in Port Macquarie. Awards will be at 4:30 p.m. with roll downs at 5 p.m. If you have placed in the top three and you can't attend, it does help us if you can just let our athlete services team know that. So for World Championship slots in St. George, Utah this year, it'll be 45 age group qualifying slots. You must be present when your name is called to claim your slot, so we recommend being there 15 minutes early. Photo ID is required to register, and you must be prepared to pay the $550 USD plus active and processing fees on the day. So that's all from me. Good luck to all of you out there. We'll see you at the finish line. Just remember, if you do have any questions that weren't covered in the AIG or this briefing, then we'll have the first time a Q&A at the finish line. So you're more than welcome to drop down and ask any questions you might have then, or feel free to approach any of our staff around the grounds. But good luck, and we'll see you all at the finish line.